just 1 week left in the season.
Feeling you, MP.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Atlanta Hawks. This is Kevin Hart. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim. And we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sideline. As well, and a chance now to see how teams are faring in. Across the league, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
You know, right now for Brooklyn, they've really come together. You can see the confidence. In their body language, playing with that sustained focus. That's why they're leading this division.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Reza Shea at the small forward. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. And it's Wallace in at the point. And for the Nets, MP out there with Demon. Then it's Sharp, then it's Porter. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot. Alexander Walker finds Reza Shea. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Johnson with a screen on MP. Wallace misses. And a wide open look for MP. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 5 now.
MP looking solid from there.
Here's Wallace. Rebounded by the Nets.
Not how they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty on their first 3 tries.
The 3 from MP. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. but he knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner.
That was their fourth straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
So guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
It is a new day. Thank you for the update, Shams. And here is Johnson following the three-pointer by MP. Shot to stop the run, and it's laid in by Wallace.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, it took a few trips. Now let's see if that can get them going.
Here's Demon. The three from MP. And the Nets, another three.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's Shea missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And here is Okongwu. Following the three-pointer by MP. Count it.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
On the wing, Porter. Back to MP. Another three for Brooklyn.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Alexander Walker passes to Wallace. Over to the left wing. Here's Shea. Hasn't made one yet. And here we go. MP from deep three-point land. No good, but he's still shooting 75%, 6 of 8 from the floor. Okongwu with the screen for Wallace. Okongwu, nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Oh, hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there, going for the tip-in. Now, here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Shea. Okongwu with the screen for Shea. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now, Shea to the inside, Johnson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's MP making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. What an amazing quarter. And changes for Brooklyn. Minod's checked in. And Porter subbed in for Terrence Mann. Atlanta also making some changes here. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Reza Shea is coming in for Kispert. And Wallace subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Williams gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And so in the game for the Hawks, filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Reza Shea. Johnson is out there with Jock Landale, and it's Wallace in at the point guard. The Hawks trail by 20. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Wallace, the pass to Landale. Here's Reza Shea. 6 on the shot clock from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Wallace. That one wide left, and the Nets with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Williams gets the bucket.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Here's Wallace. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's MP for 3. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. MP's got 28.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Atlanta calls timeout. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for the Nets. Demon comes in for Williams. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Daniels. Here's Reza Shea, guarded by Porter. The Hawks again can't hit.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Sinks the triple. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Wallace looking for an opening. Trying to get open is Johnson. Wallace, good. Wallace has got 10 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Back to MP. Pass to Porter. The 3 from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Reza Shea with it. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
And next, let's take a moment here to check in with the league-wide injury report. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This team has shown trust in him, and now he has delivered.
Demon's out there with MP. Then it's Porter. Then it's Sharp. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Outside, Porter. The 3 from MP. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Pass to Minot. Puts up a 3, and again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Johnson with a screen on Porter. Rizachet wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only 1 of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Wallace. And the layup's good off the glass. Wallace has got 12 in the game.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Minot. Back to MP. Good, another from 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Wallace has got 4 this quarter. Here's Demon. Nothing on the board. And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Back to Alexander Walker. 1:05 left in the 3rd quarter. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 5.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's MP, and again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made. Here's Johnson, and Okongwu has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rizachet. Here's Wallace. The rebound by Demon. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment. And got it! Another basket.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. The 3. That shot off. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Nets out in front, just dominating this one. 2K Sports back in And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't tell a...
MP's checked in for Terrence Mann. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Zachary Rizachet comes in for Jonathan Kaminga. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Kispert. Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. And the rejection by Claxton. From past the arc, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going...
Good, another from three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, DA. What a shooting performance. Back to Wallace. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
And here's MP for three. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Back to Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Rizachet. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot.
A catch-and-shoot specialist, Rizachet, thrives in that role.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Claxton finds MP. No good on the three. The Hawks shooting in this game, 45%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Wallace, the pass to Alexander Walker. And here is Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson's shot is off. 27 seconds left. And again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. The Hawks again can't hit. The three. Good, another from three.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the 2nd most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just...
This one will go down in history. MP with an 80-point explosion. Tell us what's going through your mind right now.
It's all about me. Nah, mostly I'm just happy I could go above and beyond for my teammates. Oh, and all y'all sitting at home right now, you never know what you'll see at an NBA game. So get some tickets, come on out, especially if your boys is in town, because we're going to put on a show for you.
Thanks a lot, MP.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that'll wrap it up.
'60 is serious business, MP. I know you tired, because I for sure was. Congrats.
Number 10, MP.
And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Grant.
Yeah, BA. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Maxey. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Dimon. Williams finds MP. Back to Williams. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 6.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Up top, Oubre from behind the arc. That shot, no good. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And here's MP from outside. And the Nets, another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
RJ, looking back at the trade that sent Durant from the Nets to the Suns, what a deal for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was 4 first-round picks and a swap from the Suns. Also, the Nets got Mikal Bridges, who they shipped to the Knicks for 5 more first-rounders. Now that's how you reboot a team.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Hits the trifecta.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Maxey attacking.
up and in on the layup.
I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him what he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, "I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him free points at the line." Brian, back over to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Puts up a deep three. Paul George pulls it in. 76ers trail by 11. Drives to the hoop.
Edgecombe's ability to run and jump are well known. This is what drew a lot of eyes to this young man.
To the paint. Here's Minot. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And the ball out of play, the Nets will have it. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. 5th best, Philadelphia.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Sixers. Grimes comes in for Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Dimon, back to MP. Fires from deep. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
76ers trail by 14. George outside. And here's Edwards outside. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
From deep, MP. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
George feels it out a bit. Pass to Edgecombe. They need this. Count the basket. Edgecombe's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
From deep, MP. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Grimes. Pass to Edgecombe. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
Here's Minot, and here's MP from outside, and the Nets another 3.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Pass to Minot. Now here's Claxton. MP outside. The 3 connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. So both teams changing it up here. They've got MP, also Demon out there, Sharp out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. So that's the Nets 5. Barlow passes to Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Pass to Clowney. Out to the right wing. Back to MP. Let's go with a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Off the mark there with a 3. Nets leading by 20. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
Lets it go from deep, and that's good. Maxey for 3. Maxey's got 12.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
And here's MP from outside. He buries it from 3.
Young guns love this type of competition. Great answer from MP.
Maxey passes to Drummond. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Count it. Maxey's got 10 points in the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Williams. And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
Here's Barlow. Back to Maxey. 3-pointer. Sharp grabs the miss. The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. And it's Edwards with the ball for the 76ers. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Sharp grabs the miss.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
MP left side. Fires the 3. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. It's stolen away. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Grimes. Got a hand on it. MP outside. Inside. From the arc. Knocks down the long J. MP's got 48.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Maxey. The Sixers again can't hit.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
From deep, MP. And it's good. He hits another one. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Brooklyn with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we just...
Looking at Philadelphia, it's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Gotta let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the 76ers.
If they watch...
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order, with injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air, and there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Something to watch. All right, Chums, thanks for the report. Fires for three. Good! Another from three.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the fourth most threes in a single game. Counted from distance.
And George hits him with the clap back three.
George has gone 2 of 4 shooting. Williams on the wing. From deep, MP. Yet another bucket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. The shot's good. Maxi's got 16 points now.
Maxi just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
RJ, it was a wild... Oh, connects again!
And his tear continues. We've never seen this before.
He now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. And it's Maxi missing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Dimon, beyond the arc. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
For three, Maxi. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Brooklyn has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit? For Brooklyn, they've gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Maxi. He's got 19. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And he comes up with a bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Pass to Minot. Now here's MP. Good! Another from 3.
And the threes just don't stop. Another shot and another make.
Yes, and he's starting to creep up that list now for the most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he keeps it going. Picked by Oubre. George for 3. The rebound by the Nets. From deep, MP. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. For 3. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Really left him alone that time.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
George outside. Can they get it? That doesn't go either for George.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would...
And again for 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. For 3, George. George with another miss.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. Here's Embiid. No good with a fallback jumper.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
MP He's checked in for Clowney. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Paul George comes in for Barlow. Oubre, he's checked in for Walker. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. We've got Sharp. Torre connects again from distance.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. Man, the pass to MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
To the middle. Will it go? And George lays it in. That's 7 points for Paul George.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Pass to Wolf. And here's MP from outside. Good. He hits again.
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down 2 of the top 3 spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence? What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch. Wolf passes to MP. And again for 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the Arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
From deep, MP, and the Nets, another 3.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Shot on the wing, and here's another one for the Sixers.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Another one falls! Amazing!
I mean, I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
A record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
MP lays claim to one of sports' all-time records, passing the Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point mark. I never thought I'd see the day.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And let's check in with Jennifer Quintana.
Thanks, guys. We've seen a lot of impressive performances from you, MP, but tonight you were in total control. Always 2-3 moves ahead. Looked like you were playing a video game, and you finished with the video game stat line crossing the 90-point mark, only for the second time in NBA history. What was different about tonight for you?
Oh, man. I approached this game the same way I approach everything in life. Only thing different was the shots kept falling for me, so I kept taking them. And you know what? I played with a bunch of unselfish dudes who kept feeding the hot hand tonight. It's a simple game, really, if you let it be.
Well, you got great spirit, MP. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Brian, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the
MP, right here. Right here. Come on, MP. Always Frank. Here we go. All right. MP, you just scored the most points in a game in league history. I mean, where do you go mentally to be able to perform so historically well, I guess?
Oh, Frank, who knew you were a real Minch? I mean, the record is great, right? It's unbelievable. But I didn't come to the arena looking to break it, Frank. I really didn't. I just got in the zone, and my teammates kept feeding me the ball. So it is what it is.
You gotta be kidding me. It is what it is? I mean, you just broke the most unbreakable record in sports. That's gotta mean more to you than it is what it is. I mean, come on.
Okay. Maybe that's why I'm a legend, Frank. Because this kind of thing, it just doesn't faze me. But, you know, since we're talking about it, one more thing. You know, for the memes.
Oh, yeah, of course. This has the number of points you just scored in the game that we just saw. Wow, another gem from MP, everybody. Yeah, raise those hands.
NBA is no joke, okay? For real, it's no joke. But MP going out there, putting up points like that, as a rookie, he's different, man. He's different.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Now to the sideline for more on MP's monumental performance.
Well, we thought no one would ever top Wilt's 100 points in a game record. We were wrong. He went into triple digits recently, setting a new single-game scoring record. People are calling it the best performance in sports history. Unreal stuff, guys.
It was pretty unbelievable. We're sitting here stunned. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Reed is out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Edward.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. DB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
Brooklyn with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. And a wide open look for MP. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And finished off by McDaniels.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
Pass to Minot. The 3 from MP. And the Nets, another 3.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
It's Edwards on the wing. Last game, 26 points. Can't connect from short range. Nets leading by 5. MP finds Williams. And here's MP for 3. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
MP's shot is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Reed. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the 3.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Traore's checked in for Brooklyn. Dosumu, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bones Highland comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here's Dosumu. Pass to Highland. Will it go? Another miss by Minnesota. Nets leading by 11. And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Highland's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Nets have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. A nice shot by MP.
Outstanding start from 3-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Dosunmu. Off target from outside. Pass to MP. Here's Claxton. Back to MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Takes a step back. Free throw line jump shot. Edwards, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
MP getting it done for the Nets. here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Left side Anderson lets it go with a three. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. Here's DiVincenzo. The rebound by the Nets. Demons got 4 rebounds now tonight. The three from MP. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. DiVincenzo against MP. Lets it go from deep. Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good. DiVincenzo's got 9 points.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
And here's MP for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Dosunmu. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Pass to Clowney. Back to MP. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
MP claps back with that three-pointer.
Anderson outside. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And here's Edwards. Following the three-pointer by MP. 5 on the clock. The layup missed.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Dosunmu, the pass to Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Boy, good work inside by DiVincenzo. That's where his athleticism allows him to score.
Pass to Clowney. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Wow, Anderson at the rim. Look out below.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. And the basket by MP.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
And the basket by Edwards.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
The 3 from MP. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 57 points.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Clowney pulls it in.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
The 3 from MP. Good, he hits again.
And he has all the tools and the desire.
Now tied for second most 60-point games. What a career he's had. My goodness.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And so it's Brooklyn with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the Players of the Week. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking?
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'll say this.
Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Demon's out there with MP. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Minot in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
The 3 from him, and again for 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
And Doris, we saw it. Something just clicked for Jaden McDaniels and his rebounding in the 2025 season.
Well, his rebounding and beyond, let's remember his team decided to put the ball in his hands a little bit more, and he elevated his game on the offensive end as well.
Wasted no time on that one. DiVincenzo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Dante DiVincenzo's not a guy you want to allow to catch his rhythm. We have seen this young man work, and he can be a problem.
Good, another from 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Edwards, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to MP. Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time. Outside, Reed. The open shot, Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket.
Another one goes. Incredible.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Back to DiVincenzo. To halt the run, and Anthony Edwards gets the 3. Edwards got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Timberwolves. MP passes to Williams. The 3 from MP. And good, he hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Reed. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Demon. The 3 from MP. Another bucket. Wow.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, GA, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Left side, Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with another miss. And MP passes to Williams. The 3 from MP. And good, he hits it again. And he's been dominant here thus far. Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Reed. The 3 from MP. Another bucket. Wow. And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game. Well, GA, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Left side, Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Right side, Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Substitution.
And Brooklyn making a change here. MP's checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. So on the floor for Minnesota, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Mr. Springy athlete, Dante DiVincenzo's got some hops.
Back to MP. From downtown, good, another from 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record, a new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. From outside, off the mark. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Pass to Reid. Puts it up from 17. Traore with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest.
And again for 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Here's DiVincenzo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. DiVincenzo's got 10 points here in the second half. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Traore. MP fires from way outside. And the Nets, another 3.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt it.
Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
Oh, that's a nice pass by Naz Reid. This guy has such a well-rounded game.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Sharp, the pass to MP. Nets passing it around. And again.
Tonight is one more for the history books. Once again, he sets the record for most points ever in an NBA game.
And it may not come as a surprise from him, but goodness, we got to acknowledge his greatness. What he is accomplishing is nothing short of legendary. Man finds MP. Good, another from 3.
Well, as the three-point bombs keep raining down, he's just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
The three-point prowess is evident. Such a huge addition to this team. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say we just witnessed the greatest individual performance in NBA history, with MP racking up 90 points. Talk about it, MP.
Woo! Oh, God. Look, usually I talk about myself, but today I'm not going to do that. I just want to, say I'll do whatever the team needs me to do. And tonight when I seen that symbol go up in the sky, I had to get on my superhero tip. I'll probably need to drop 100 before my career's over, but To my teammates and all the fans, just know whatever it takes, I got you.
Just amazing work, MP.
Hey, I'm always out here to be the best I can. Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks a lot.
MP, what's going on, man? These are the best defenses in the league, and you going crazy like that? I love what you're doing to the game right now.